Hello, hello, hello. Before we get started, I just want to ask you a simple question. Do you want to sound like a robot or like a real English speaker? Let's figure that out. My name is Irvin. It's going to be a pleasure to be with you sharing this important information, and I hope you enjoyed it. Okay, we're going to be covering a specific topic. It's a pronunciation guide from Unit 5 to 8. Okay, and I hope that you have already reviewed, or if you have already went over this unit, because it is really, really important. Here is our agenda. Okay, if you can see content, function word, contraction, intonation, etc., etc. You will see. Okay, let's begin with the content and function word. What's the meaning? Well, what I always say that content, it would be like the soul of our sentence and or of our paragraph, and function word, it would give us the link, or the link, or the perfection of a sentence. Let's say, for example, what give us the grammar perfection. Let's say, for example, if I say Pedro go hospital tomorrow sick. Okay, probably we will understand that probably that Pedro is going to go to the hospital because he's sick, right? So we have the meaning, but we don't understand it. We don't have the full content, or the full sentence, even though we have the meaning. For example, on this one, the content word carry the meaning, of course, like noun, verb, adjectives, and the function word give us the grammar links, article, for example, articles, auxiliary verb, quantifiers, preposition like in, at, on, by, under, like those are the function word. And the content word, verbs, like what's most important, let's say. Okay. Let's go with as well with the contraction. Contraction, it is really, really important, because even the word, the meaning of the contraction, it makes like shorten or make it little, let's say, to shorten something. For example, on this one, um, Pedro or Peter wants to go to the hospital. Peter wanna go to the hospital. Peter wanna go to the hospital. So we make it faster. We make it like simple. We shorten. We make it short, that sentence. Pedro wants to go to the hospital. We can say it, but it doesn't sound natural. Pedro wanna go to the hospital. Pedro gonna go to the hospital. That's how it works. We don't say I I do not worry. You do not worry. You don't worry. That's how it works. Um, Word stress. So it is important. Why? Because stress equals louder, longer, and higher pitch. Stress changes the meaning of everything. For example, in this one, I read the book. I read the book. You didn't. I did it. Okay. The other one, I read the book, not the movie. Okay. For example, it means that I read the book, but I didn't watch the movie. Okay. And the other one, address. For example, the other one, what's your address? Where you live? Where is your house? The other one, I would like to address that situation. Address. It would be to go over the specific situation. Address where I live. Address is the verb. That is means that to go over a situation or go over something. When it comes to, like, for example, this one, phrasing and linking, this is really, really important, because in that sounds English sounds better. English links a word. For example, I'm using, and for example, the other one, repeat after me. For example, diet, try it. Notice how it sounds like one word. That's the link or the phrase, because we link the words, okay, to make it to make it easier and to sound natural. And the other one, rhythm. For example, when it comes to rhythm, English has a rhythm, as every language. It has its own rhythm, and that's why it sounds how it sounds, because every language is different. For example, on this one, stress words that take a bit. For example, we can say main five words, main five words. So we have the same tone. Main will five words. man, will, five words. So we have the rhythm. So we have like the intonation, let's say, or the flow with the conversation. Okay. Intonation falling and intonation rising. Falling statement, W question. For example, she's going home. Rising, yes or no question. Example, do you like pizza? That's how it works. For example, here we have like um, difference or a different example when we use following intonation. It's statement, simple fact, commands, W question. When we use rising intonation, for example, yes or no question, list of items, choices, and that question. Going back when it comes to that questions as well, it is important because that question, it is really really important to make question. By the way, by the way, for example, falling equals sure, rising, not sure. For example, nice day, isn't it? Nice day, isn't it? Or nice day, isn't it? Okay, so that's different. That question changes the intonation. Falling means you are sure. It's hot today, isn't it? It's hot today. It's hot, isn't it? So you will, isn't it? So it's different, right? I repeat both version. Okay. You are not sure. It's hot today, isn't it? So that depends. For example, even when a question, so you went to the party. You went to the party. So you went to the party. So you went to the party. You went to the party. So it's like a question, even though I'm not using the grammar, a specific grammar, right? You went to the party. So that's, and using a dictionary, it's very really important because you can read, you can recognize the syllables and the intonation and the syllable or and the phonetic option or the phonetic letter or symbols. So that's why it is important. It's a like specific tool. So you can start to practice, guys. Read, try to pronounce the stress in the correct way, try to understand the contour, the mic and the intonation, use arrow, record yourself, put yourself in front of the mirror and self practice. That's, I think that's the most important, guys. And when in conclusion, stress, meaning, rhythm, natural English, intonation, melody, dictionary, best practice tool. Okay, so you need to make sure that you understand how it works, but by repeating every day, by practicing. So here we have some references about the topics that we went over right now. And guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for paying attention. I hope that you have enjoyed it. And I really appreciate your time. And remember that English, it is a real, um, it's like a melody, it's like a music. So that's right. Let's go to play it. Okay. Thank you so much.